Welcome to Dry Arabia, and today spawning in the north corner of the map in teal, going as the name These Nuts. It's actually Beastyqt playing as the Mongols. And what do we have here? 4 players spawning on the map. Yes, indeed, it is a team game 2v2 with Beastyqt in the north teaming up with his wife Whamen playing in pink as the French. And well, Team Beastie will be going up against the players in the south and the southeast. In red, Oko playing as the Mongols. Oko will be teaming up today with the blue player in the south, Portal, playing as the French. Welcome everyone to Dry Arabia and this team game. And I'm super excited to showcase this one. I haven't really casted team games before. I've seen plenty, played plenty, but casting is a different business. It's a whole different beast. And I'm interested to see it. I did actually see some comments in recent videos asking if I could cast team games. And well, I said to them, like, if I can find a good one, then I will. And well, we've got Beastyqt, so it's definitely going to be a banger, I can tell you that much. And if you would like to see more team games being casted, do give the video a like. It gives me an indication of how popular this video might be. It's obviously very different from what we are used to on the channel. You guys are used to the 1v1 games, and I just thought I'd mix it up a little bit, get a good team game, and you're going to have some good players playing today with Whamen and Beastyqt at least. I don't know Oko and I don't know Portal, but hopefully they give us a good game. We'll have to see. And speaking about good game, I mean, Age of Empires 4 at the moment is definitely a good game. It's going places. The new DLC will be coming soon. We don't know when exactly, but it's been announced. I'm super excited for that. So I'll be casting a lot of Age of Empires 4. You guys have probably been seeing me uploading daily videos. So daily casts for quite some time now. Hopefully that will continue, and I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. If you have been watching the videos and you'd love to see more, maybe you just didn't get around to hitting that subscribe button, well, maybe now's the time to do it. Hit that subscribe button. More importantly though, if you really do like the casts and you want to see more, make sure you hit that notification bell, because well, that's how you get notified I upload videos. You get the first notifications and you know when I have uploaded a new one to check it out. But we're going to check out the builds today for these civilizations, the Mongols, opening up with a barracks. I suspect Beastyqt is going to be doing the same. He has indeed got a barracks. Has a couple of spearmen heading forward as well. It's going to run into the Mongols now. I think really at this point, Beasty's going to just redirect his army. He's not going to get all that much value against the Mongols here because, this stuff can just pack up and leave, right? Really what he wants to do is damage the French. And, okay, this is not good, guys. This is not good. 2 gold veins, 2 stone veins. Just get 2 towers here, just 1 tower, and it denies all of that. That's actually really bad here for Portal in the south. He's going to have to be really careful. Here come the units, and you could just see this coming off a mile away. You could see it happening. Kind of crazy. Now, I think having Mongols in the team is always really important, and it's kind of no surprise that you have French and the Mongols. I guess because the French are very easy to play, and they're very strong in team games. Like the French Royal Knight, so strong. Mobility, strongest unit really in the feudal age. It's so good for team games, and the Mongols can cause a lot of pressure, and they've got the best trade in the game, I'd argue, in many ways. And so trading in team games is very important. And here come the Mongols. Whamen, just wait a minute, might lose your scout there. Well, gets away with it with just 2 HP, calculated maybe. Fortune favors the brave, and well, Whamen's scout certainly was brave, going that close to the town center. In any case, actually something I've been thinking about, maybe think about what's the best 2 civilizations you can get for a team game, 2v2. Like, what's your favorite? I think for me, well, let me know in the comment section below, actually. Let me know what you think, or what is your favorite 2 civilizations to combine in a team game. And let me know the reasons why as well, more importantly. So let me know the civilizations and why. I think for me, it's got to be the Rus. I think the French are great, and they're very easy. They're a lot easier to play than the Rus, but I think the Rus are stronger because there's more bounty to get. You get your own deer pack, you get your teammates' deer pack. Getting the bounty is so easy, and they're such a strong civilization anyway. Like, they're a ridiculous civilization on nearly every map, the Rus. So I would go with the Rus, and obviously the French, they get the Royal Knights, not the Royal Knights, but the Knights anyway, in feudal age, which is the equivalent to the French Royal Knight. So I think they do what the French do, but a little bit better. I would go with the Rus, and accompanying them, I would go for... It's a difficult one. There's lots of other civilizations that really match and go nicely. And I think it depends on the playstyle. But overall, I think I would go for the Mongols. Very strong trade. I really like the civilization. I think in many ways it's, very strong civilization on Dry Arabia, on maps like this. really strong. I mean, I could make an argument for maybe HRE, maybe English. HRE be really strong, incredible economy. I think maybe the Rus and HRE, or the Rus and the Mongols. If I had to pick one, it would have to be the Rus and the Mongols, purely because I really dislike HRE. I think it's an annoying civ. There I said it, okay? There I said it. With their silly emergency repairs and the Palace of Swabia. Oh, so frustrating that civilization playing against them. It's just a personal bugbear. What can I say? Everyone's got them, right? I'm sorry for you HRE enjoyers there, especially Zephyr. I know. You're probably watching this, Zephyr, and you're thinking, oh my god, how can I save this? Don't worry. It's okay. We're going to have disagreements. But I know how much you guys love HRE in many ways. But with now the outposts up and running, to deny this stone vein and gold vein is kind of rough. I think eventually Okko and Portal will need to deal with that, right? He has to move out to the gold to get knights. It's really quite critical, actually. So it's going to be the first thing they do. And I like that play from Beasty and whamen, because it just means that, well, it's mostly Beasty, really. Because it just means that their opponents aren't going to be pressuring them, right? It gives them the space to breathe. As I say that, a couple of horsemen for the Mongols do start to raid the gold there for the French. And that's a nice play, because they do need to stop that gold coming in and stop those knights coming out for whamen. So she does have one queued up and one popped out just now. And Knight is already on the field. So going to be running into the town centre. It would do well to garrison those villages there. Portal doesn't do it. Hello. The reaction time is pretty slow. I'm not sure about the skill levels of these players. I think they're like, I'm not entirely sure. I think it might be Diamond, or maybe for team games anyway. But anyway, it is what it is. Spearman going to be chasing away that Knight. Khan just keeping an eye on that Knight as well. And, well, Portal and Okko in the southeast have had to be really defensive so far. And looks like BT's sending over the Silver Tree. So it's going to be trading, as you'd expect, Silver Tree for Okko as well. No real surprises there, you know. It's going to be school of cavalry, trade, blah, 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 same sort of thing. Oh, villagers coming out to build a second town centre, it seems. Oh, no, maybe just a mill. Okay. Yeah, no second town centre, there's no stone. Oh, he's going to be caught. She's going to be caught. So he might lose some villagers here. Does lose one. Going to lose a second. I mean, you can't fight that, whamen. You've got to get out of there. Holy moly. She's certainly brave. Trying to fight that with villagers. What are you thinking? And she does back off now, though. Maybe get to go to berries. Bit safer. A couple of archers popping through, but they're not going to do too much damage to the horsemen. I mean, the horsemen should just continue to pressure. Losing quite a few villagers here. That's not ideal for her, but she's possibly getting some raiding damage. She did earlier, but no. Doesn't have too much as a knight. Torching away, not getting huge amounts of value, but there we go. Goes towards the town centre. A good raid there by just a handful of horsemen. Very, very nice there. But the Mongols on the other side of things. Archers continue the chase. Actually, it wasn't the Mongols, actually. It was the French with the horsemen. Nice. A lot of horsemen. Obviously, because of the fact they can't get the gold, has to get the cavalry out. But it's a different type of cavalry. Not the French knights these days for them. For Portal. Had to invest in horsemen instead. Now the Mongols do have a couple of Keshiks, just a handful. Maybe looking to put pressure on now. Yep, heading forwards now. A couple of spearmen. But the thing about attacking Beastie and the Mongols is the economy is so condensed. It's so hard to do damage, as you can see. A couple of spearmen will push that away. I think they've got to go for whamen, actually. I think that's probably the best bet. No traders out just yet. Beastie, as I say that, Beastie just pops out with one. Decent amount of gold, 35. It is a bit of a awkward, market positions, like in the middle of the map. Would be nice to see whamen just plonk another market there so that he could trade a bit better, more effectively. But for the time being, it will do. Almost 10 minutes on the clock. Relatively passive, actually, from the team in the south. Oh, going to lose a couple of villages too, and maybe 3. Come on, react, damn it. Horsemen are going to try and block. Does block. It's got a decent number of horsemen now. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for the outposts. Although, whamen would do quite nicely to try and garrison inside this. Does have a couple of spearmen, a couple of Keshiks. Yeah, I think now's the time for the team in the southeast to really pressurize this. Got to take these outposts out, I think. Spearman popping out for Beastie. Going to snipe the scout. Nice snipe. Takes the engagement. Spearman against the spearman. Keshiks need to get out of there. He does just about get a couple of hits there, Beastie. Not ideal. The spearmen need to get engaged with the spearman rather than hitting the Keshiks. The Keshiks are going to die if they do engage that. A lot of them do, but there's a decent numbers. A couple of archers on the back line there. So Okko will take care of this, and Portal together tagging in as a team. We'll be pushing this back and secure that gold again. That gives the ability for the French to get that gold and the French Royal Knights to pop out soon. In the meantime, it's going to be the boar coming in for whamen. A lot of food here. Holy smokes. In this one screen, you've got berries, deer, and a boar. That Tell you what, that would be the most ridiculous spot for a town centre. It's getting palisade walls, walling up nice and early for the French, protecting that economy, don't blame her. Not a bad idea at all. Heading forward with a couple of units. Alright, well, the team in the south, they're going to have to do something, because they don't want to let Beastyqt just boom away and really start to build up a lead. Has got trade up and running already. 6 of them, that's actually quite dangerous when you compare to the other side of things. I think Okko, yeah, he's got none. He's only queued up just now and had to invest a lot of military because of the pressure coming out. Whamen might want to move that knight away. She does now. He gets surrounded though. Another outpost in the south. We didn't spot that earlier. Now the thing I would say is in team games a lot of things are going to be happening. So I'm going to try my best to keep up with the action. It's very difficult. Here comes the army for Beastie. A lot of units actually. Going straight for the French. It looks like the team in the north, Team Beastie, they want to really pressurize the French. They feel like the French is the go-to guy. And I suspect a lot of it comes down to the fact that the Mongols' economy is pretty big and dense anyway. It's very hard to do damage against them in many ways. At least to their food economy. Takes care of that outpost. Here come the reinforcements. Engaging quite nicely, pushing the gold again. That's pretty rough gold spawn for the French there. Where's Whamen's goal? Right at the back. It does have one, but it's not so far forward, so very fortunate anyway. Archers are going to pick away a lot of those spearmen. Here comes the attack maneuver, well, the movement arrow actually. Trying to keep up, and the archers on the back line for the Mongols. Okko will be picking apart a lot of those spearmen that Beastie has. Beastie's kind of on his own actually. He's 2v1 at this point. Whamen doesn't have the units. He's got a couple of knights there going to take out that Keshik, but wasn't there assisting the infantry that Beastie had. Beastie will lose everything. That's kind of a concern. Like, really fighting together as a team is really important. Keeping your armies together, take effective fights, and Beastie was just caught there with the infantry. Of course, can't really get out of the fight. Having that lower movement speed. Would do well to relocate this Gur though. Mr. Okko. But look at the trade. Really starting to come online now. The Beastie. I'll have to have a quick look. Actually, how many traders has got? Got 12 so far. Very, very nice. Now, I think if you're the team in the southeast, you've got to pressurize someone. The concern is Beastie's going up to the castle age, which is actually absolutely huge. It's going to give him a huge power spike. The access to Man at Arms, access to Mangonel, snares the knight there. We'll lose the life. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. Farming transition coming out for the French. Pretty early, actually, considering there's quite a bit of free food here. But anyway, wants to have that transition done nicely, I guess. Not too hard later on in the game. Well, D's Nuts, aka Beastyqt, is the first player up to the castle age, and Whamen will be following suit very soon. In the meantime, though, the team in the southeast could put some pressure. Looks like they will, because they don't have these resources rather to get to the next stage. They're going to really invest a lot of it in the feudal age. Probably do well to take care of this outpost and kill villages that are inside. They do retreat and get out of there, though, for BC. Keeps them alive for another day. Keshik's going to chase. Might actually get some... Oh, wait, why is he not chasing? Dude, could have got some villagers there. Anyway, it is what it is, I guess. Chasing the Gur down for some awkward reason. And Portal putting some pressure on Whamen as well. So the team in the southeast kind of trying to punish the tech ups there. The team in the north. Trying to punish those castle age times. But, well, 16 traders and counting. That's looking kind of scary as time goes along. Trade is set up though in the south as well. Just not as many. A new Khan rises for D's Nuts. It does have a couple of man-at-arms. They're going to be a bit scary for the team in the south to deal with. But they do have a lot of military. I think they're going to switch their attention now on Whamen. And that'd be a nice thing to do, actually, I think for them. A lot of military here. 44 in total. Whamen wouldn't cope without any reinforcements coming in for Beastie's side. We'll lose those knights. Kind of rushing in a little bit there. But it is what it is. Looks like Beastie could look to go forward with this Coral Tie and be a bit more aggressive. Use the units. Use it or lose it, they say. But yeah, Whamen's going to be under pressure, and D's Nuts is going to send just one lonely crossbow and one lonely man-at-arms. Maybe the reinforcements will be rallying, but Whamen's under pressure. Hopefully they're communicating, because Whamen is probably saying, "Help me!" I would be. Because there's a lot of units here. And here they are. Yeah, Beastie will be supporting. At least bringing units home. Now, I think really... Whilst they try to do damage to Whamen, Whamen's got the mobility on the knights. Might be doing better to attack the Mongols here, because the Mongols are in the castle age. They don't want Beastyqt's economy to get too crazy out of hand, although it is kind of almost getting out of hand with 20 traders. Because these traders, you know, it would be quite nice for whamen to... Yeah, it's got the market now. Okay, she's got the market. That will extend the trade and really make sure the efficiency is up there. whamen trying to chip in with a couple of knights. Spearmen engaged. Not enough spearmen to clear that up fully, so those knights will join the fight eventually. Archers for Oko. Hello. Spearmen protecting them as well. Knights diving in on the wood line, so a lot of units will be lost. Probably for Portal, actually. I'm not sure about this. Because there are a couple of crossbows, a couple of archers. So the crossbows is really what's doing the damage. whamen joining in with the fight with the knights, trying to support Beastie as much as she possibly can. The knight will be dishing out a lot of damage on the archers. Spearmen, engage, will ya? Turn around, just... Okay, maybe not. Heading back home. Now, Oko gets to the castle age himself, goes up with the Kurultai. No real surprises there. It's going to be whamen and Portal, the two French players that haven't got up to the next stage. Understandably so, because obviously they're producing French Royal Knights. That costs a lot of gold. And food. Costs a lot of everything. Apart from wood and stone. Yeah, food and gold. I kind of mentioned that. But it is what it is. In the south, well, 24 traders, not too bad though. Although is that Beasties? Yeah, that's Beasties. It's actually 22 traders here for Oko. But it's a better trade route, to be fair. Like 94 gold, 8 food, 8 wood, whereas Beastie actually currently only has 38 and 3 and 3. Hasn't yet extended that trade. She probably would like to do. In any case, here comes a bit of aggression. Oko's base under pressure. Needs to get Spearmen involved. Quite a lot of army. Double teaming here. whamen, and these nuts. Villagers garrison inside the town centre, and while Portal is supporting, has that mobility. That's the key bit of difference. Having that mobility is so key. This is going to be a huge fight here, it seems. I wonder who's going to win it. It's going to be a tricky one. Will it be the team in the north or the team in the south? I think Portal and Oko might have this one. We'll have to see. Okay, that messes up the overlay. I won't do that again. Anyway, Kurultais for both teams are in action, and I think the defending team will push this back. They've got the defender's advantage, units coming out, and I think the retreat has to come in here for the team in the north, whamen and Beastie. Have to head away with those archers, mostly infantry, and the spearmen and the knight will chase that down. There's a couple of units on the wood line though. whamen doing some decent damage to villagers. The spearmen will chase and push that away. They live to fight another day at Oko and Portal. The question is how long. Walls are up for the trade to protect it. Obviously the Mongols can't do it, so whamen is doing it for Beastie. There's a lot of military here. They are starting to push forward a little bit. The concern for Portal and Oko is the economy that this trade is getting. As I say that, actually it's not as good as I'm making it out to be, because the trade hasn't been extended yet for Beastie. Oh well. It is what it is. I feel like it's a catchphrase today. It is what it is. I've been saying it a lot. I've noticed it in this cast. I wonder if anyone's keeping count. Kind of funny. I used to do that. Keep count of certain phrases that people would say. How often they'll say it during a cast. I don't do that anymore. I don't have the time for that. It's madness. Why would you do that? It is what it is. A couple of knights heading southwards now for whamen. Trying to get access to the trade route and to destroy the trade route if they can. And meanwhile, Oko and Portal looking to be aggressive themselves. Go for Beastie's base first. Kurultai will back off for now. He gets the attack notification, of course. whamen looking to go forward. Well, Oko and Portal probably need to wall this off and get some units there, because you know they might lose a couple of traders if they're not careful. whamen just harassing some of the villagers on the deer. Oh, alright. That's a bit sporting. Hello. Just ungarrison, why don't you? Trying to get out of there, I guess. Loses 2 villagers. It's going to head away. Hello. Alright, well, sacrificing 2 villagers. They're even carrying meat. Holy smokes, there's a lot of food there. Oh well, I guess they did something bad. They've been sacrificed. A couple of knights for the French Portal. Just going to keep this trade alive for as long as they can. Not lose too many units, hopefully for their sake. And, well, things have died down a little bit. Less pressure, less action. Or as I say that, yeah, I probably picked the words the wrong time, because here's the pressure. Mangonels, 2 rams are sprinkled. Looks like Oko and Portal are smelling an opportunity to be aggressive here. whamen needs to get out of there. Villagers staying alive. Not for long though. Gets killed by a springle shot of all things in the end. Mangonels deploy and starting to siege down the Kurultai. Kurultai will back off. Question is, does Beastie have much military? I mean, he's got a lot of food and a lot of gold. Was he thinking about going Imperial Age? That's super greedy. Not sure he has enough here. Wham's going to have to help out a little bit. But has extended the trade route now. This is actually going to be disgusting. Let's just see the trading. 43, 40. Holy smokes, man. And this active. Well, Beastie himself's got 37. 43 in total. And how many does Okko have? Yep, decent number as well. 28, but 40 in total. And here's the aggression coming in. Okko with the crossbows and mangonel and the springald. Man-at-arms getting picked apart by the crossbows. Good value for them. Well, it'd be nice for blue to get involved. Maybe to dive underneath the town centre. Get villagers killed. Mangonel shots gets off again. A lot of these Keshiks, though, veteran Keshiks, are heading towards those crossbows. Crossbows need a front line. They need a meat shield. Charge comes in from the French Royal Knights from Portal. Whamen's army nowhere to be found. I don't know where they are. And this is going to be precarious for Beastie. Might lose a couple of villagers. It's going to run away underneath the town centre. A lot of sheep there. I wonder if the crossbows will start focusing a bit better on the units, because they've been missing. Well, actually, there's no knights there. There's no Keshiks now. There is one though. Anyway, crossbows still firing away. Should be able to pick off a lot of the army. These nuts. Beastie is struggling. It's not enough military here. 2 rams as well. Villagers might have to focus on the rams, but if they do, the crossbows might focus on the villagers. Keshiks won't be the right option here. A lot of them are melting to those crossbows. I think Beastie is just trying to thrust everything he can at this army. The army numbers have stopped a little bit. They need to get involved. They need to actually put the pressure on, because he's got 2 rams. And it's going to be a risk of losing them cheaply. He's got an opportunity here to do some critical damage, and they're just not doing it. There's another batch of army. They need to thrust everything here. Got a good position. They're not taking advantage of it as much as I would love to see them do it. And now Beastie does have units again. I mean, forget the prayer tent, damn it. Forget it. A bigger fish to fry, but look at these constant streaming of units from the Mongols. That's actually really, really strong. A lot of farms here for Portal. That's going to help him in the mid to late game. Well, I suppose we're already in the mid game, but in the late game, that's a nice farming transition. Whamen does have something similar, to be fair. Anyway, Keshik numbers have started to build up again. There's a mangonel and 2 springalds for Beastie. He started to pump units out, investing all the resources that he was banking up potentially for an Imperial Age. He's decided against that. Probably a good idea. Quite a few rounds coming out. So we're going to go for a really big timing push together. Coordinated, it seems. They have given the... Oh, it's a big mango shot! Well, not as big or bad as it could have been. Gonna go straight forward. Maybe this one will be. Oof. Well, the coral tie is certainly helping, though. Now, the interesting thing about the coral tie, she increases damage by 20%. I wonder if that applies to siege, because those mangonels probably could have got a lot more damage, it seemed, but it didn't seem like they were getting huge damage. Suggests that maybe they aren't buffed by the coral tie. Let me know in the comment section below, actually, if anyone knows whether they get buffed by the coral tie or not. I'd love to know. Here's the big dive in. Okko with some man-at-arms on the front line, crossbows in the back line, rams picking up production buildings. There is a mangonel I heard somewhere. Yeah, it's Beastie's mangonel. No springolds on the field for the Mongols. That's kind of painful. He would want to snipe that if he can, because they're getting good mangonel shots, but the coral tie is certainly helping. Ram's going to focus on the town centre. Villagers are garrisoned inside, 15 of them. Good idle time being caused by the team in the south. And, well, these nuts, Beastie's under a bit of pressure. Got a lot of traders behind this. Might be losing this town centre. We'll have to see. The mangonel's still up and running, but the knights are going to charge in now for Portal and take that out. He's going to lose a couple of knights in the meantime. Keshik's going to be fighting against them. And while the mangonel goes down, more man-at-arms crossbows coming in. Whamen's army, where are they? Come on, man. They're trickling in one by one. But good hold for now for Beastie. It just shows you how strong he is, holding 2 versus 1. And Whamen is starting to get the knights in, but they're trickling in. There's man-at-arms, there's crossbows. They're being picked up as they trickle in. Villagers going to come out to repair by Beastie. He's going to repair that town centre onto 1000 HP and increasing. That's going to keep that alive for now. It's actually quite critical. He needs that town centre to make sure he rebooms. He's lost a lot of villagers. Let's take a look at the population. 140 for Portal, 92 for Whamen, 99 for Beastie. And Okko, 144. Whamen's actually got the least number of, least amount of villagers, despite not having all that much damage done to her. Kind of weird. I don't know if she's had a lot of idle time or what. It's one town centre, same as everyone else, really. Although, no, I take that back. Portal has 2. Yeah, but Okko earlier has 1. It's got some traders, though. Decent number of traders. A lot of pressure coming in. Town centre on fire again for a second time. Down to 800 HP. Uh-oh, villagers do garrison side. A lot of them have been killed, but 2 mangonels dishing out a lot of damage. Crossbows will be under pressure. More villagers going down. The thing is, Beastie is fantastic at booming back up. The town centre packs up and leaves. Down to 300 HP. I think he gets away with this Beastie. It's actually kind of huge. Would have been really nice for the team to have taken that out, but they haven't been able to. Whamen riding in with the knights. We'll be taking out... No, it doesn't get the Mangonel in the end. Backs away and it's going to be repair that town center for sure, right? But there's no way Beastie doesn't repair this, right? Like, surely. Hello? Beastie? 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 Beastie! Okay, he's doing it now. Never in doubt, never in doubt. A player like Beastie would never miss that. Come on. Let's be serious. Crossbows picking off the horsemen on the retreat. And, well, the push has been stopped. It's been halted. Beastie investing in a second town centre. We're picking up the villager count pretty quickly because of that. I would love to see Oko get another town centre potentially. Well, not really, because actually he's got a lot of population anyway. No, actually, I would love to see another town centre just to ramp it up, or maybe another market to double the trader production, because they've got an opportunity here. Like, they've got the aggression, they've got a foothold, they've done a lot of damage. Now, like, if you feel like after doing that damage, if you feel like you can't see the game out, you've got to make it count, right? You've got to let your economy scale. They could just do one or two things here. Keep up the pressure, try and cause more damage, and just hope that the team don't reboom, or they need to boom themselves. It looks like they're going to go for the pressure approach, which I don't blame them. That's much more fun for us to watch, that's for sure. Going to head forward with the crossbows, man-at-arms. Where are the French? Where's Portal? Like, Portal's got a lot of economy, and that's all very well. And oh my god, population blocked like for a while here, it seems. It needs to help this fight. Like, there's 2v1 now, and Oko's going to lose a lot of siege. This is a really badly calculated fight. Didn't engage with the knights, not together. You got to fight as a team, guys. You just gotta. It makes all the difference. Here come the siege. They're going to be running back, and a lot of them are going to be going down. I think Wham's trying to focus on them. Not a bad shout. Oh, they stay alive for now. Cruelty helping them out, and well, they're holding. The knights come in at the right time, just about. There's lots of crossbows there for the Mongols, though. Here comes a charge attack, trying to get up and close and personal. No mangonels for the team in the southeast. That would have actually helped things a little bit. The horsemen always on the prowl there for Wham, trying to snipe the siege as much as she possibly could. That would actually do pretty well, those horseman numbers, if she starts to get them up against those crossbows. 2 mangonels firing off. Decent amount of damage. Heavy damage lost there. Springolds there for Beastie as well. Springolds are going to be taken apart. Yep, Wham will pick off that one there. Does get the mangonel though before it goes down, so not all is lost. Overall, not too terrible a trade, but would not have wanted to have lost the Springolds entirely. Did get the mangonel at least. Now he's heading back. Look at this stone income coming in for Oko. Could think about getting... Well, actually, I suppose the Mongols can't get keeps. What does Oko do with this stone? That's the question. I'll have to see. He's not double producing, so that's kind of awkward. Usually expect the Mongols to double produce with the Uvu. Well, Wham's going to throw a couple of knights at the crossbows. Unfortunate things are happening. Well, Wham's going to the Imperial Age. Holy moly. I don't know how much eco she has. I mean, it's not a lot. 101 villagers. And she's going to invest everything. Oh, okay, really going crazy on this one. 31 villagers on the Red Palace. In a really nice spot in the middle of the map. Not too shabby at all. Stone walls here in the southwest. Does have a couple of outposts though. I'm trying to deny the trade as much as possible. Okay, they kind of need to deal with that actually. It could do a lot of damage, that spring on replacement outpost. He's sending a couple of knights now. That's certainly the right option. Sending a couple of spears too. Why not? But with Imperial Age now in for Wham, she might think about getting those important upgrades. Doesn't really have the food for it, for like sort of, you know, Imperial Knights. But actually she could actually. Yeah, she could, she could. Only 300 food actually. 700 gold, pretty expensive. She's got, well, she did have that. Yep, she's queued it up now. And these knights need to get out of there. They're getting absolutely ripped apart by, holy smokes, is that a machine gun or what? Jeez Louise. That Red Palace absolutely mowed down those knights, and it's something they have to deal with. They need to get rid of that Red Palace. We'll deal with the Keshiks. Good raid though for Beastie. Trying to get some stone walls on the east side now as we're heading in almost to the 30th minute of the game. Things are starting to heat up now. I think they did a lot of damage, but I don't know if they did enough because Beastie's been on 2 town centers. Okay, take that back. 3 town centers now, and the trading. So he's really boomed back into the game. No real worries. Portal gets to the Imperial Age himself. So does Oko. So the only player not in the Imperial Age is Beastie, but with the economy ramping up as it is, I'm sure Beastie will get there pretty soon. Keshik's diving in on the trade. Couple of crossbows. Man-at-arms aren't able to chase, so this is an issue. They don't have the mobility. The walls haven't been built yet. And the walls have been denied, actually. So Portal will need to sacrifice more villagers for that. They need to get the wall up. We're going to lose trade now because of it. Takes out all the outposts. They need to secure that trade, get the walls up, and then build on from there. Khan has been killed there for Beastie. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, that's the red palace now for Portal. And a decent position, actually. Going to protect that key economy. We talked about it since the beginning of the game. It's two stone piles and gold as well. Whamen and Beastie, though, they are teaming up, playing together, grouping up the army. That's kind of important to see, critical to see, actually, at this stage of the game, where these sorts of fights can make all the big differences in who wins the game. Alright, a couple of Keshiks, still again denying that wall. That's kind of rough. We'll see what happens out from here. But this is a big push now. Looks like Beastie and Whamen are going to cause some trouble. They were under pressure for so long in the game, but they managed to survive, and now they're going to dish out some of their own pain. Heading right into the economy. Well, Portal's not really reacting, not building the villagers away. Crossbows for Beastie, going to snipe villagers as much as possible, and knights. Looks like the knights for Whamen going directly for the trade. That could be painful. It looks like a lot of traders will be going down. Although nice number of knights coming out for the French for Portal. Splits off the army. I'm not sure about this by Whamen. I don't know why she's done this. This is not a good idea. Just take the fight, win the fight, and then kill all the traders. But she's actually split off into two for some reason. Is actually going to lose the fight because of it. Yikes. Okay, she lost the fight because of that split off. But to be fair, did get some eco damage at least. And to be fair, the defender's advantage would be coming in for Portal. So whilst even if she did group it together, take the fight, win the fight, there's going to be more units for Portal to defend, but yeah, it is what it is. I said it again, didn't I? It is what it is. I need an emote, actually, I think. I should get an it is what it is emote. Whenever I'm live streaming, which isn't often, we can always spam that out. Alright, I think things have calmed down a little bit. I think, well, with Beastie going to the Imperial Age, it's kind of important. We'll be able to get those premium units. We'd like to see some bombards. In fact, it's going to be rams coming out for Whamen. Ram rushing coming, and since that initial push, like when Beastie was in the Castle Age and everyone else was in Feudal Age pretty much, after that push nothing else has really happened for the team in the southeast. They've really kind of slowed down a bit. It is the White Stupa as the landmark for the Mongols. Acts as an ovid, produces 240 stone per minute, despite not having a stone outcropping, so could double produce with that. Dare I say nah, never, right? Surely not. Not a wonder. I mean, in team games it can often happen. I think it'd be difficult to do that against Whamen and Beastie though, especially with the amount of pressure they've been doing. How much pressure they've been dishing out. Unlikely. We'll see. Now, I'd be interested to see if Beastie went with the White Stupa as well. Yeah, it did. Beastie could equally go for a wonder. Probably more likely for Beastie to go for a wonder. Holy smokes, guys. 61 villages. That's a big sheep place. Farm. Sheep thing. Herding. Culling. I don't know. Where are sheep killed and herded? I don't know what they're called. Sheep processing plants. I'm not sure that's not what it's called, but an abattoir. Is the abattoir, is that for sheep? Or I just get the feeling abattoir is just for cows. Or is that for all animals? Abattoirs. I think it's for everything. I don't know. I'll have to have a read on that actually. Kind of interesting to think about. Anyway, a couple of elite Mangudai for D's nuts. Beastyqt trying to get a raid in. And you know what? Mangudai are actually a horrible unit to deal with. They need to get these walls up. They really do. They cannot afford to be having run-bys by Mangudai. They're so hard to stop. So irritating if they get into the trade. I mean, this is going to happen, right? Beastie's going to do exactly that. It's going to go straight for the trade. Getting a lot of the knights as well. There's a lot of meat shield there. Keshiks, great meat shield. Cannon emplacements. Those knights are the French. For Portal will not survive, and just throwing away units here at this point. A bit rough. Right, well, it's on the west. A nice keep here for Portal. Looking to protect a little bit more of the economy on the west side. Why am I going to lose some knights there? Walling up in an awkward spot. What is this? What is this? Walling. Holy moly. Trying to extend these stone walls a little bit. To the Red Palace at least. Stop the raiding. Here come the Mangudai and Keshiks. Each gets sniped there. Springald versus Springald. Oh, okay, well, Mangonel will be going down next. Gets good damage on the hand cannoneers from Oko though. Wait, oh no, they let off the chase. They can't afford this. These are Mangudai. And these are Keshiks as well. That's not what they want to do. A lot of it. Portal, hello? Hello? Do something. Wait, let's check out his village account. Maybe he's letting this happen on purpose. No, he's not letting this happen on purpose. Or if he is, it's a bad move. He doesn't have enough villages. He's losing loads. Portal, react, damn it. The front line's getting the stone walls up, but it's a little bit too late. Like, the raid came in. Do something. Portal, stop it. Save your villagers, damn it. Man, your villagers, they're dying. Now is into the trade. We talked about how Mangadai on trade can be so annoying. A couple of Keshiks for Okko. Gonna try and snipe them, but they're so hard to get to. Mangadai movement speed is 1.56. The Keshiks is 1.62, so they can catch up a little bit, but it takes time. Not a huge differential in terms of speed. There was once a time where Mangadais were actually as fast as Knights, I believe, or Knights. Yeah, basically Knights. So they were impossible to chase down almost. Trying to take out the Red Palace with Spearmen, that's not very well advised, I don't think. Those guys aren't going to survive very long. The traders have been taken. Portal, the trade landmark, 65 traders working out of that. 60 for the team in the north. So actually the team in the southeast have more traders overall, technically. Has had to rebuild the trade. Trader has been harassed quite significantly. Market was destroyed. Has been rebuilt though. Whamen sending knights that way. Holy smokes, that's a lot of knights. Whamen's been saving up for a rainy day with these knights. Keshiks have dealt with the raid. And they have got the stone walls up. So a little bit more well protected. Heading into the 37th minute of the game soon. Trying to get the full walls up. And we could be in for a long one, guys. That's a lot of knights though for Portal. Holy moly. Both French players going for very knight-heavy armies. Kind of expected. Don't expect them to do anything else, really, to be fair. You know what? That's a lot of food that Okko has. Has maxed out on population. Mangadai coming out again for Beastie. More keeps coming out for Whamen. That's actually a menacing army. That's a lot of Mangadai. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh no, 20 Mangadai. They could do so much damage raiding in, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Keshiks are on the front line. They're going to go against the French Royal Knights. French Royal Knights not all engaging. They kind of get dragged into the fight with the Mangadai on the back line. Keshiks do back off, and look at the kiting. I mean, the Mangadai aren't dishing much damage to the Knights, but the Knights from Whamen will do. Coming into fight. Could be a huge fight here with both players from both teams engaging. That's a lot of Knights from Portal. I think they have to back up. Whamen going to lose the Knights. Hello? She's not reacting. She's not backing off quick enough. Does lose a couple of Knights on the retreat, but not too terrible. Going to go for the choke point. There are Rams there. Knights garrison. The garrisoning? No, they're not. They're just getting trapped in the massive little bottleneck there. Yes, that's right. The massive little bottleneck. Mangadai firing over the Knights that Whamen has. Cannon in placement there for Beastie. This could be a huge fight. Hand cannoneers and crossbows now adding in from Okko. A little bit too late to the fight, you feel. Took some time. Is there now? Hello? Go for the outpost with those ranged units. Not ideal. Whamen's going to engage with the Knights. Fighting underneath the keep. Oh, hand cannoneers. They've been exposed. The Knights there for the French need to get involved. Oh, this is so bad. The Knights needed to be with the crossbows and hand cannoneers instead. The Keshiks got a good, massive attack on them. Rams coming in. Whamen engaging in the west. Beastie engaging in the east of those Knights. And yeah, this is bad for the team in the southeast. Lost a lot of those infantry units from Okko. Knights being kited by Beastie. Whamen will lose her Knights, it seems. She's kind of outnumbered as I say that, though. As I say that, does back off, and Cannoneer's going to pick off some of the retreating Knights, and this is bad. Wait, why did this not happen? No, stop it. You need to get the walls up, man. Jeez. Now the Mangadai are going to raid so heavily. Rams coming on the west. Knights having to take care of that. I think the Knights will take care of that, all the Rams, but it's let these Mangadai in. And that's about as worst thing you can do. Let Mangadai into your trade, and that's exactly... Look at that. I mean, the waypoint you can see is directly to the trade. Look at that. Even waypointing it, shift-clicking it all the way across the trade. Oh, God, that's so bad. They need to wall up, actually. I think walling up the trade... I think this is smart. If they can do that again here, that'd be good. Look at the number of units. Oh, this is so bad. It's going to split off as well. This is so smart. Going east and west, forcing the team to split up their army. Try and chase this down, but they're going to lose casualties. They're going to suffer a lot of casualties. That is for sure. And all of a sudden, Beastyqt's team looking strong. They're pushing hard. Trade is down to 48 in total. That is not good. 72 for the team in the northwest. Yeah, looking good. Beastie and Whamen, the dream team. Yeah, traders, they're going down very fast. That is not good. This could be the winning move, actually, I think. The Mangadai, out of all the units that you'd expect to change the game, Wouldn't expect it to be the Mangudai, but it seems like that's going to be the case. A lot of elite Keshiks trying to break through for Oko. Now he gets the walls up. Uh-oh, might lose the Red Palace. Actually, a big problem is losing a lot of the stables and production going down as well. Massive ram rush coming in for whamen. Will she get the Red Palace? I'm not so sure. I don't think she does. But let's get it down to a lot of low health. And in fact, yeah, I mean, no. Should be keeping that alive for now. Although, needs to send some villagers to repair. And the trade is almost gone. It's actually almost gone. Only 25 traders left. Desperate times for the team in the southeast. That is for sure. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We have got a wonder going down. Beastyqt is being wonder dropped. I think we all know what the title of this video is going to be. But Oko going to use 19 villagers to build this. I don't know if they're going to keep this alive. They've got no trade. Very lacking in gold eventually if they spend all what they have. Oko just has spent literally every bit of gold he has. And the raid's still coming in. Beastie taking out so many traders. Oh no, they lost traders. So many of them. And it's going to be difficult to build that number again. Only with one silver tree. And no market for Oko. Rams coming in, piling on some pressure. Now let's take it over to the wonder time. Well, the wonder's not up yet, so it's constructing. We have to go to that later if it gets close. Trying to get those walls up as much as possible. Rams coming in. Try and break those walls, but finally dealt with the Keshiks and the Mangudai. But they're down to 34 traders. That is rough. Good thing Portal has 2 markets. Although, is Portal producing from them? That's the question. Answers yes and no. Only one of them. Here comes the fight on the front lines. Mangudai dishing out a lot of damage. Knights for Portal trying to take the fight, but it's 2v1 here. whamen has knights, but there's no Keshiks here. For Oko, not yet anyway. They're trying to break through now. Walls might be broken. They're trying to wall them out. If they get through, that could be problems. Rams do break through. How do they stop this? There is a keep there. There's the wonder. It is up now. So it's going to be 10 minutes from now. Or is it 10 minutes or 15 actually for a wonder? I think it's 15. I believe it's 15 because it's Sacred Site, which is 10. Yeah, it is indeed 15. Look at the resources. Oko struggling for gold. That's not where he wants to be. Mangudai going to raid the trade again for another time. And yeah, the trade's dead. The trade is just dead. And then so will quite potentially be the wonder. We'll have to see. Yeah, trade is gone. Sad. whamen continuing with the Rams, takes out the Red Palace and the infrastructure around it, and this is looking rough for the team in the south. Let's see what the populations are like. whamen is full population, BC's full population, Oko 142, Portal even less, 128. I think this is starting to steamroll a little bit. Beastyqt was under so much pressure in the earlier stages of the game, and it was kind of hurting, but now he's fighting back with a vengeance. Was able to boom back again with 3 town centers and the trade. Here come the Keshiks. Should clear this up if the Mangudai don't back off, and they're not. Well, they are. They are now. As I say it, they do it. Could try and block them in and kind of, yeah, try and get them in, cornered in. Rams break through the walls again. There could be an escape route because of that. Mangudai are getting cornered now. The Keshiks should take that wrong turn. They didn't get the maps right. Got it upside down, maybe. Trade down to 26 now. Hand cannon is going to chase that down, but damage has been done, I have to say. Look at the trade for the team in the north. 81 traders. They're breaking through with more cavalry. Beastie not letting up with the Rams. And they could just go straight for the wonder at this point. 44 minutes on the clock. There's a couple of outposts with emplacements, cannon emplacements. Villagers are very exposed. Oh, villagers might go down. That could be painful. If he loses the food economy, we see them trying to run away for their lives. But food economy has been stifled there for Oko. Does have a bit in the bank, 2,000. But I don't think the monument of the Great Khan can survive. Not with these number of units. There's plenty of time on the clock for Beastie to stop this. And just whamen and Beastie just sent some siege. They're going westwards. Taking out a lot of the infrastructure. Population really struggling here for Portal. 118. Villagers still dying and being poked and prod by the raiding party from whamen. It is a big, big struggle. Mangudai, they will be taken apart, but they did lose a lot of villagers here. Down to 18. Let's just take a look at the population check on Oko. Down to 92. Oh, that's not looking good. Down to 47 villagers. That is looking terrible. And I think obviously had to pump a lot of resources in the monument of the Great Khan. And I think that's possibly what's cost them the game. In any case, they're trying to fight on the front lines. Portal trying to get away and fight the Mongol army, but the Mongol army is rushing in, and all these buildings going on fire. That's giving the bounty, the raiding bounty to Beasty. Look at the resources, absolutely insane. I think Beasty could potentially afford his own wonder very soon, but spent most of his wood on rams. Holy smokes, look at the rams. They're heading forward. There's no way they're going to stop this, right? Surely. Arco and Portal, they're going to struggle. They've got the wonder, but can they defend it? With 14 rams and probably more coming in, the pasture's going to be going down, and they're struggling, has to be said. Whamen going to head towards that trade once again. Not that there's much left, because there's only, well, there's no traders. I mean, there's no one trading anyway. There are some traders, but no one is trading. Infrastructure is all but gone. Lots of things in flames. Pasture's going down. Portal has been eliminated. Ladies and gentlemen, there is the tap out. The Great Monument of the Khan wasn't enough, and Beastyqt does fight back. He was under a lot of pressure, but he survived and he pushed back, and well, Beasty's team take the victory. Hope you guys enjoyed the casted game. Take care and see you next time.